Hello.
Hey, fine. How are you?
I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm a fan of yours.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Do you mind holding this? This is a mic. Thank you so much for being here, Corey. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's a historic moment, but hopefully it's historic in the way where we can see a great change and momentum for everyone, where we can all join in and be proud.
Yeah. How do you feel about, obviously, like, AIPAC backed big donors that played a significant role in your primary race?
It's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. It was deceptive.
All right.
And, the thing is, when you can't run on truth, when you have to run on $1 million lies, that speaks to who you actually are. And this is not about one organization either. This is about a system that allows for this, so whether it's AIPAC or the NRA, whether it's the cryptocurrency people, whoever. So for me, we have to do the work to fight this system. We have to fight this system, because what happened in my race was primarily Republican MAGA donors decided who was the Democratic nominee for this seat. And the people of St. Louis deserve better.
Absolutely. You're a fighter for your people. These people out here, the uncommitted delegates, also did something that you've done as well in the past. They stayed out here and they slept outside to hopefully get the Democratic Party to listen to them. You were successful in making Congress, I think, extend the
yes, absolutely, eviction moratorium.
The eviction moratorium. For those of you who don't know, Corey stood outside of Congress, and when they were trying to go home, and they love going home.
Yeah,
they love going on vacation, and worked tirelessly and protested outside of Congress to ensure that the eviction moratorium was halted or extended.
Yes, it was extended. We were out there for four nights and 5 days, and actually, Hassan, the person who was with me when I made the decision to just okay, we're just going to stay here, was Abbas Alawiya, the same person who is one of those leading this movement.
Hell yeah. What do you think about the intersectionality? This is kind of silly, but there's a lot of conversation on TikTok nowadays, which is such a ridiculous thing to ask someone like yourself, but a lot of people are confused. They think that there's this sentiment that the pro-Palestinian movement is anti-black because they're not with Kamala Harris or things of that nature, right? And I wanted to ask you how you feel about that, because I go to these protests all the time. These are some of the most diverse protests I've ever attended. And they've always been.
Yes.
And obviously Palestinians have been at the forefront as well, and Muslim Americans have been at the forefront of Black Lives Matter movements as well. I just wanted to hear what you had to say about the intersectionality and how these struggles diverge in very meaningful ways.
Yes. So first of all, I'll start with the fact that in my community, Black Muslims are working directly with our Arab, Muslim, and Palestinian community, and have been on this issue. So locally, they have been hand in hand working together. But I have to take this all the way back to where it started. It was the Ferguson Uprising, when a delegation of Palestinians came to the United States, to Missouri, to St. Louis, to Ferguson, to help us protest and to help us protest, but also they were mainly there to teach us what to do when we were tear gassed. This was 2014, before all the information was out there.
This is when Barack Obama was they're thugs.
It was really a tough time, and so that solidarity was there then. And I remember asking them, Hassan, I remember saying, why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourselves on the line? We're being tear gassed, shot with rubber bullets, all of these things. And they said, because we understand oppression in our country. We know what this is like, and we don't want anyone else to go through it. And so we locked arms and stood together then. So that solidarity is there, but that solidarity was there during the Civil Rights Movement. This is nothing new. My auntie, my auntie who I love, the Dr. Angela Davis, speaks about it so much, and so we have to stand together, and standing together at this time, it's about humanity. How can I have no idea, Hassan, what it's like to wonder if a bomb is going to hit my community. I have no idea what that's going to be like, and I hope I never do. But for those that do, I should be there to help them the same way that many Palestinians said, you know what, we don't know what it's like to suffer in this country, to suffer what black people go through in this country. We don't know what that's like here, you know, the same way. We don't know what it's like to be killed by police with impunity, you know, disproportionately. So in the same way, we should be standing for one another.
And obviously the issue goes beyond, there is a direct involvement when you have, in the post 9/11 world in the United States of America, the IDF training police departments all around the country. You have the New York Police Department having an office in Tel Aviv. Like, this is a direct issue. It's sometimes the exact same struggle that Black Americans, people of color in this country experience in terms of police brutality.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes the tactics and the techniques are directly taught by the IDF and applied to the Palestinian population.
And it's boasted. It's boasted that, you know, even from some police departments, that they went and received that training. And so that was hurtful for us during the Ferguson uprising to see our local police force speak to that in that way. It's one thing to get the training, it was another thing to boast about it.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you, Hassan.
And I hope that you'll continue and get back into Congress.
All right.
All right. Thank you.